Thank you so much for joining us on ESPN Cricket for Match Day as the Rajkot ODI has come to an end and Australia has beaten India by 66 runs to thereby finish the series 2-1 in favour of India. But Australia ending their 5-match losing streak in ODI cricket and going into the World Cup with finally a win in 50 over cricket. And to talk about that game and also a look ahead to the World Cup, which is coming up soon, is Piyush Chawla. Piyush, thank you so much for joining us when you're chasing 353. And full credit to the way Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli were playing. But at all times, you were pretty much playing catch up to that run rate. And knowing that the wicket is going to slow down, the ball is going to be softer to scoring runs towards the end of that phase is going to be tough. You suppose they maximized whatever they could in that starting phase when the ball was hard and was coming on well on the bat?
I think both of them batted beautifully, and the way Rohit Sharma batted, he used that new ball to a good effect, and he was playing his shot, and he was in totally control of that. And when India lost early wicket of Washington Sundar and Virat Kohli walked into bat, he never let the run rate down, and both of them stitched a beautiful partnership. And once you lost the wicket in such a big run chase, so you always tend to be a little cautious to because you don't want to lose too many wickets. So I can't say that they were a little behind; they were almost at par. But we lost, like India lost few quick wickets, so because of that, this thing happened.
Piyush, Glenn Maxwell got 4 wickets, three of them being the prize wickets of Rohit, Virat, and Shreyas Iyer. Three guys known to play spin really well. Is there something there, or are we reading too much into this spin theory versus Indian batsmen?
I think there's nothing to worry about. Sometimes you have to give the credit to the bowler as well, and he bowled well. We all know that the pitch was slowed down a bit, and he bowled in good areas, and they tackled him decently. Just that it was his day, and he got those wickets. So you have to give credit to the bowler sometimes.
Yeah, and then it got really tough, right? Because you were always playing catch up. Conditions were against the batsmen. You saw Australian bowlers bowling those cutters and slower balls. And really from there on, you were pretty much playing catch up throughout the game.
100%, because when you're chasing 350 plus score in an ODI game, it's always difficult when you lose few wickets, after a good partnership. So it's difficult because the wicket has also become difficult when the ball loses its hardness. So it was gripping onto the pitch and it was not coming onto the bat. And that's what we have seen. The Australian fast bowler who are known to bowl hard lengths, quick balls, they were also using 4 to 5 cutters in 1 over. So it was not that easy to bat on that pitch later on with the soft ball.
So, moral of the story, condition is king. Not Virat Kohli is king. He is king, but condition is always king when it comes to the game. Let's talk about the World Cup now, Piyush, because when you look at this series, who's won, who's lost is a small thing compared to what's coming up after this. And there were always question marks, if those questions have been answered with regards to the World Cup now going ahead. And the first question was on that pairing of Suryakumar Yadav and Shreyas Iyer. You suppose those questions have been answered well and truly?
Well, if you look at that series, those questions are answered perfectly because Shreyas Iyer has seen that time in last 6 to 8 months. He went through a rough time, but he came back strongly, and the way he batted in Indore and even in Rajkot game, the way he batted beautifully. And Surya Kumar, when everyone was talking about his numbers, and I always used to believe that he's a pure match winner and he can give you those 20 to 25 runs extra, and that's what he has shown in the last first two ODIs. This game, he got out, that's fine because conditions were tough and the required run rate was almost 9.5, 10 runs. He tried his best, it didn't pay off, but both of them batted really well in this series.
And Piyush, that final question, because it was Shardul Thakur on the one end and there's Mohammad Shami on the other. The argument for Shardul was bowler who can bat. Out here is a pure wicket taker. Post this series, I know where you stand. You say play Mohammad Shami out and out wicket taker because then you got Shami, Bumrah, and Siraj. But with regards to team management and whatever you've seen, you suppose there are now question marks on Shardul's place in that 11?
Yeah, there's definitely a question mark because I know Shardul has picked up a lot of wickets in last 6 to 8 months. He has bowled well, but his economy rate is always on the higher side. And if you talk about batting at number 8, he has still not done enough in one-day cricket. He has batted beautifully in Test cricket, but in one-day cricket, he still not did justice to his batting. So I think Mohammad Shami wins slightly ahead in that race.